I'm Miranda Cosgrove, and this is Mission Unstoppable.
Coming up, we've got robots with rhythm. See how one ballerina is using her science know-how to make bots that bop.
It's got 6 axes, so it can rotate in different ways.
And she discovered radium, but now it's time to discover her. I spilled the STEM tea on Marie Curie. Then, you know baking is basically chemistry. See how one chef brings science into the kitchen with some delicious brownies.
You would never know that these are black bean brownies.
And it takes a lot of STEM to care for an animal this small. Say hello to the world of little blue penguins.
I cannot get over how cute these penguins are.
Get ready to meet the scientists, inventors, and heroes who help make our world a better place. The future is here. The mission, unstoppable.
Science is all about asking questions. For example, is it time for our first guest? The answer is yes. But that was an easy one. Most of the science questions are a lot harder.
Ballet, the classic dance that originated during the Italian Renaissance, brings to mind graceful movements, flowy tutus, and romance. But for most of us, what it doesn't bring to mind is physics, space travel, and robots. That's because most of us aren't quantum physicist and ballerina Merritt Moore.
The first time I had a dance class was when I was 13, which is quite late. And I was told I would never make it as a professional ballet dancer. And so I had this passion for it, but I didn't really think it was going to be possible for me to pursue that career. And I always loved science and physics and just asking the questions of like, what's out there in the universe? During my PhD, I just thought, you know what, why not both? Why can't I pursue both?
Today, I'm visiting Merritt at the Boston Ballet, where she's going to demonstrate how she brings her two passions together.
So you're a ballerina and a quantum physicist. How does physics help you become a better ballet dancer?
I don't think I would have made it as a professional ballet dancer without physics. Like, for instance, in a turn, knowing about moment of inertia, right? The organization of your body around an axis.
Yeah.
And so if we understand that, oh, actually, if I'm more spread out, I create more resistance and I'll go slower. So if I create a big arms, then I go slowly. But if I bring it in, then I go much faster.
Right. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell the difference.
Oh, I can do that too. I just have to stretch first. Yeah, we'll go with that.
I love that you're so passionate about being a ballerina, but then you're also passionate about the science and applying these things together. It is just amazing.
Thank you. I mean, my dream is to dance on the moon. So that is why I'm exploring dancing with robots.
You're using robots in dance.
Yes.
This is something I'd like to see.
I'll show you.
Can we dance out?
Yeah, you follow me?
Ooh.
Now it's time to meet Merritt's newest dance partner. But watch out for him. I hear he always steals the spotlight.
Wow, so this is the robot. My goodness, I was expecting something a little more human when you said that you were dancing with a robot, but this has all sort of different axes, and that's so interesting.
Yeah, it's a collaborative robot, so they sometimes call it a cobot.
Oh.
It's got 6 axes, so it can rotate in different ways.
Does it have a name?
Yes. Robot De Niro.
Merritt explains that to program Robot De Niro to move, you need to input data to a waypoint, which is a coordinate on a 3D model that tells each axis where to go.
I'm so interested to see how you get this kind of robot to dance.
Do we think he can do it? Let's see if he agrees. Yeah, he wants to do it.
Now we're going to put our moves to the test. Ladies, gentlemen, and cyborgs, put your hands or axes together because it's time for the world premiere of Robot De Niro and his backup dancers.
Dun, 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 dun.
That was awesome.
Who knew robots had so much rhythm?
Thank you so much, Dr. Moore, for telling me how you can combine physics and dance using this incredible robot. Bye.
Bye.
Normally in science, it's bad when you spill things, especially when you're dealing with hydrochloric acid or melted plutonium. But today, we're doing the good kind of spill, when we spill the STEM tea about one of history's most celebrated scientists, Marie Curie. Marie Curie, working with her husband Pierre, discovered the element polonium in 1898. And the pair discovered another element, radium, and this work led to her sharing the 1903 Nobel Prize in Physics. It's so cute when couples share things. Normally it's like a hoodie, but a Nobel Prize works too. After her husband died tragically, Marie continued to study radioactive elements, eventually winning the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1911 for finally isolating metallic radium. Even today, Marie is one of only 2 people ever to win Nobel Prizes in 2 different fields. The soft glow of the new miracle radium compounds led to its use in paints for clocks and watches, and even toothpaste and beauty cream. It's a good thing I have a natural glow. No radioactive beauty products needed. But the elements Marie discovered and studied had never been collected before, and there wasn't a clear understanding of their dangers. Over time, exposure to these elements can cause deadly cancers. Eventually, Marie came to understand the dangers, but for years she kept radium in her pockets, her desk, on shelves, and around her house. When the First World War broke out in 1914, Marie Curie set up hundreds of field hospital radiography units and 20 mobile X-ray cars. It's estimated they treated over 1 million patients. But this work put Marie in even more danger. Modern X-ray safety techniques had yet to be developed, but Marie continued to help people, knowing that her health was at risk. When she passed away in 1934, it was from a blood disorder often caused by radiation exposure. Decades of working with radioactive elements means Marie's remains are radioactive, and her coffin is lined with lead to help to protect visitors to her tomb. Her scientific notebooks, furniture, and even her clothes are still radioactive. And even today, her notes are stored at France's Bibliothèque Nationale in a lead-lined box. Anyone studying them has to wear protective gear, and her belongings will be radioactive for another 1,500 years. Putting on a radiation suit to read Marie Curie's dangerous notebooks is kind of the biggest boss move you can pull in a library. Marie Curie's work helped us understand atoms, nuclear power. She literally put her life on the line for science. And she even intentionally refrained from patenting the radium isolation process so that all scientists could build on her work. Marie Curie leaves a legacy as a pioneer for women and scientists everywhere. Ready for more science? I'm not even waiting for an answer. We're pushing through and doing it anyway.
Have you ever wanted to make something really special for your grandmother's birthday when all of a sudden you realize you're out of a necessary ingredient, like flour? Today, I'm gonna show you how a little bit of science can keep you baking even when you don't have all the ingredients your recipe needs.
In her kitchen, the only thing hotter than the burner is the science. This is Chef Claire.
Hi, I'm Chef Claire, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own black bean brownies. Because these ingredients aren't an exact match, you may have to use a little bit of math to get your recipe right. The first and most important ingredient are your black beans. These black beans substitute perfectly for flour, making it gluten-free but still having the same starch content. This is important because starch helps bind the brownies together, making sure that you don't end up with watery brownies. The first step in this process is to puree your black beans, and for this, you need a food processor. Canned beans come with a lot of liquid inside them, so I'm gonna go ahead and drain my beans. Let's go ahead and puree them. You know when your beans are pureed when there aren't any whole beans left. It's time to start combining the ingredients. Make sure that you take out the blades so that way you don't have to risk hurting yourself. I'm gonna go ahead and add 3 eggs. Make sure that they're combined thoroughly. Break down the yolks completely, otherwise someone may have a not so tasty bite. If you're at home and you don't have eggs, applesauce can be a great substitute because they're full of polysaccharides, such as amylose, pectin, cellulose, and more that mimic the consistency of eggs. And it makes it vegan friendly. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Absolutely do not taste it. It is not as good as it smells. Because I've drank it before. So
Oh no!
it's a bad time. It smelled good.
There?
It
smelled good.
Go ahead and give that a quick whisk, but luckily vanilla extract is pretty easy to mix in. So our last wet ingredient is vegetable oil. But I'm gonna go ahead and substitute yogurt in for it because it's also a source of fat. Swapping out oil for yogurt not only helps reduce calories, but also gives you an extra dose of protein, vitamin B, and calcium. Because of its higher protein content, yogurt actually makes baked goods more filling. So, since the recipe called for 3 tablespoons of oil, I'm gonna go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of yogurt instead. I'm using Greek yogurt, but really you can use whatever yogurt you have at home. Keep in mind that whatever flavor your yogurt has, your brownies are gonna have too. And I'm gonna whisk this final wet ingredient in, and this consistency looks right to me. Let's do our dry ingredients. 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. This is what makes our brownies chocolatey. Whenever you're scooping dry ingredients, make sure that you level out the cup so that way you know you're getting the right amount. In baking, math is very important. Cooking gives you a little bit of leniency. You can add a little extra splash of this or a teaspoon of that. But with baking, you have to make sure that your measurements are exact or else the whole recipe will be thrown off. Unfortunately, sugar is the one thing that we can't substitute out because it brings the whole flavor together. 2/3 a cup of sugar. And to finish off my dry ingredients, I'm gonna add a pinch of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder is what's known as a leavening agent, which helps your brownies rise in the oven. Nobody wants flat, thin brownies, and baking powder makes sure that you have your full, risen, and delicious brownies. We can combine the wet and the dry ingredients. I like to add my dry ingredients little by little so that way it's not too much at once to mix in. I pre-grease my pan, but make sure that if you're doing this at home to grease your pan with either butter and flour or some cooking spray. That way your brownies don't stick to the pan. Let's go ahead and add our brownie batter. I preheated my oven to 350 degrees before I got started. Your brownies just aren't gonna cook right if you put them in a cold oven while it's heating up. Trust me, I know. You wanna make sure that the center of your brownie batter is a little bit jiggly. This may look delicious, but do not eat raw batter. It can contain dangerous bacteria such as E. coli and salmonella, neither of which are delicious additives to your brownies. So make sure that you wait till your treats are fully baked before you eat them. I baked these, I plated them, and now let's go ahead and give them a try. Delicious. You would never know that these are black bean brownies. I'm Chef Claire. Thank you so much for baking with me, and I'll see you next time. Don't tell Grandma I made these. They're too tasty.
Did you know fairies are real? It says so right on my teleprompter. Wait, what? They're called fairy penguins? That sounds even less real, but maybe double as cute.
You may expect every animal in Australia to be enormous. After all, it's home to king-size kangaroos, colossal saltwater crocodiles, and giant flying foxes. But it's also a home to the tiniest penguins on the planet, the little blue penguin. Since the show wouldn't send me to Australia, I went to San Diego to learn what makes these birds so cute, or vital to their ecosystem. From penguin aquarist Kayla Straight.
To be honest, I kind of fell into this career. My plan with my biology degree was to maybe go do research or work in a lab, but that really wasn't the best fit for me because I found I really enjoyed being outside a lot of the time. And so I started working in ocean education. And as soon as I started working with birds, specifically penguins, that was it. This is where I belong.
Today, I'll try out my bird-sitting skills by shadowing Kayla at work, where she uses her expertise to help safeguard this threatened species as part of a global conservation program. Like the Mary Poppins of penguins, we're here to make sure these 2-pound, 12-inch tall, blue-feathered birds have everything they need to thrive, from comfortable nests to nutritious food.
We feed our penguins a variety of different types of fish because they'd be finding a variety of food out in the ocean.
Each bird gets daily vitamins, placed carefully in the gills of these fish. This is like almost the length of the penguins themselves, so that's impressive.
It's unreal. Little birds have big appetites.
But not big taste buds.
Penguins don't actually have a really developed sense of taste or smell. It doesn't benefit them out in the ocean. They want to keep one eye out for any predators that might be nearby, so they don't have the luxury of being picky.
Their meals also get a sprinkling of minerals.
This is a little bit of calcium, so I'll give you that to go ahead and sprinkle over our fish.
This feels like when you're at an Italian restaurant and they come by with a Parmesan cheese, you say, "Tell me when." Calcium is important to help penguins develop strong shells for any eggs they may lay. In the wild, they get this mineral by eating mollusk shells.
That looks great.
Now it's mealtime. The penguins each have an ID bracelet on their wings to help Kayla know who's eating what.
This little gentleman right here has got one blue band on his right flipper. I know that's magic. I've got Craig over there who's got 2 white bands.
Craig looks hungry. Hi, Craigie.
Feeding pocket-sized penguins is pretty easy.
Oh my goodness, no chewing, no nothing?
They don't have any teeth in their mouth, and their bodies are designed for them to go ahead and digest.
Wow. You hungry, buddy?
Getting up close like this gives me a whole new view of these itty-bitty birds.
I'm noticing that some of the coloration that they have is very interesting.
They have this very unique light blue or sort of cornflower blue tint on the very tips of those feathers, which is unique to this species, hence the name, little blue penguin. But why are they blue and other penguins are not? We actually don't know the answer to that.
But she does know that blue penguins, like most birds, have a natural instinct to nest.
Penguins are burrowing species, so their nest might be underneath a bush, it might be underneath some rocks. In some places in New Zealand and Australia, these penguins will even try and nest under people's homes. They're incredibly thrifty little birds.
Male penguins dress up their burrows with soft bedding materials like leaves or pine needles in the hopes of attracting a mate. Another part of an aquarist's job is to set out these supplies and track who lives in which nest.
These 2 penguins are named Azulito and Bo.
Not a lot of bedding in here.
I'll make a note and just leave them be. Good luck, guys.
Wow.
Like their personalities, each nest is different from the others.
We've got Pink and we have Cornelius. I'm gonna not bother this pair too much because I like to see, look at all this nesting material. They collect a ton.
Kayla hopes by providing all that the penguins need, this time next year, there will be some little blue babies waddling around.
Cool, so you want them to make more penguins?
Exactly. It's probably the best compliment that we have, making them feel healthy and safe, that they're showing that behavior that they naturally would in New Zealand and Australia.
Thank you so much for showing me a glimpse into your world. You have the coolest job ever.
It's a dream.
I'm gonna miss every single one of these penguins, especially you, Craig.
Welcome back. Before we go, we have one last thing.
If you want to work with animals, my biggest advice is jump in. Get your hands dirty. The only way you're going to find out is just to jump in and do it.
The advice I'd give to young girls wanting to pursue STEM is do it in your own time, in your own way. I think there's so much pressure to show brilliance right away, and then if you don't show brilliance, people persuade you not to do it. But I think everything takes time, and we all have our own way of doing it.
That's it for Mission Unstoppable. Next time, we're giving away free neutrons. That's right, no charge. See you next time. If you're watching this, you must have really liked the video. Make sure you follow and subscribe, and check out these other videos that are even better. No, really. I've seen this one over 100 times.